kind of a different situation to have another wife involved, right?
Even though it's been difficult growing our family, there's a new woman in our life.
We need Bert to be 100% on board.
Are we gonna have to slow down because she's not here?
I'm gonna go on a date with someone new.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Married to Reality. It's the Seeking Sister Wife edition. I'm your co-host, John, here with my wife. It's the one and only Teresa.
The one and the only Teresa. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Emphasis on the one.
And the only.
That's absolutely true. What's up, guys? We're doing it. Seeking Sister Wife, episode 2. If you guys, for some reason, skipped over episode 1 because you guys are wild like that, and you said,
Go back.
You're saying, let me jump into the middle of this thing. We'll catch you up real quick. We are recording these in advance. We're getting them in the can, as Teresa likes to say.
We are talking to you from the past.
Cans.
From the past.
Yes, because we are traveling in Europe, we wanted to pre-record a couple episodes, give you guys something to listen to in case we couldn't get our normal episodes out on time. But hopefully that hasn't been a problem. We don't know yet because, again, we're living in the past. But we are doing 3 Seeking Sister Wife episodes on the free feed. This is number 2 of 3. The first one dropped last week, so if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to it. This is number 2. You'll get number 3 next week. And then the big news that we announced last week. After the 3rd Seeking Sister Wife episode, Teresa, tell them what
Guys,
they'll have to
we
do.
are going to join the world of Patreon.
Yes.
Because, as I said it last time, we put a lot of time and effort into all these podcasts, the research, the setting up, everything, the editing. Even though we don't edit a lot, we probably should. We put a lot of time and effort into this, and after talking to some of our podcasters friends, we decided that it's time for us to do this next step, this next natural step for a growing podcast. And so we are gonna be on Patreon. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna do it, what's gonna be there. But one of the ideas is to definitely have a video component, maybe some bonus episodes, maybe some discounts on our merch. Who knows? Who knows? We will keep you posted about all of that, and the best way for you guys to stay up to date is to follow us on social media.
Yeah, follow us on the Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. That's where we'll update you on everything. The one thing for sure is that the Seeking Sister Wife, those episodes after episode 3 will go up on the Patreon. There'll be an audio component. We think there'll be a video component, but we'll tell you all of that as we iron out the details, and we'll tell you it on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. So follow us there.
Absolutely.
Also, make sure you're following the podcast wherever you're listening. It's so easy to do. You just look down, you smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as that Airbnb that the Merrifields family stayed in. Pretty hot.
I love a good backyard.
Right?
Give me I don't need much. I need a decent home with a nice outdoor space. I can have a cocktail, maybe light up a cigar. I don't know, entertain my wives.
For me, when it comes to Airbnbs, it has to be fucking clean.
Oh, well,
It has to be basically a hotel. And I think a lot of people who run Airbnbs run them as hotels.
Of course. It's a business now.
Yeah, so that's the one must for me.
But
yeah, a nice
Airbnb
backyard, definitely a plus.
Yeah, so smash it like it's as hot as that backyard. Smash it like Garrick is going to smash his wives.
Is he?
I'm sure. Well,
is he?
We'll find out.
Let's see.
And last but not least, if you haven't left a review, please do. We love the reviews, so send them in. You can rate on Spotify. You can rate and review on Apple. So please do if you haven't. It means the world to us.
Absolutely.
All right. Look at us just breezing through that housekeeping because we got to talk about Seeking Sister Wife, Teresa. We are obsessed with this show now, and we have a lot of thoughts on it.
We're deep in.
We are very deep. Seeking Sister Wife, Season 4, Episode 2.
Let's start with the one that I mentioned very recently. The Merrifield family, Danielle and Garrick.
Yes, they are by way of Colorado, but now they're out in California.
I think they said they drove to California.
That would make sense. It's not terribly far.
It's pretty far.
I didn't do the Google Maps, but
It
it's
would be about a day or two for sure.
you gotta do it. You gotta put in the mileage if you're seeking a sister wife.
Well, you can also jump on the plane, but sure.
This is just easier.
So, okay,
They might pick up another sister wife along the way.
I was slightly
Get in the bag.
I was slightly confused. So they said, okay, they are trying to, I don't want to say recruit, that's the wrong word, but
Yes.
pursue
They're pursuing.
Leah.
They're dating.
the sister, a potential new sister wife from California, right? They are picking her up at LAX. She
I know.
flew from somewhere.
You know California's a big state,
Well,
right?
I know, but why don't you just go wherever she is? If you're driving from Colorado already,
I know.
why did
I
she
thought
fly
that too.
to LA and they drove to LA? Why didn't they at least all fly to LA? Like, what's going on?
I don't have the answers, Teresa, but I have the same questions.
Right?
Yeah, if she was from San Francisco, why not just go to San Fran?
Yeah.
If she's from, who knows? Right. But
So many questions.
we don't have the answers. All we know is they are now at this Airbnb,
Yes.
right?
It's a nice house. It's a nice house.
And for some reason, Garrick is wearing cowboy boots and a cowboy hat
He
now.
probably does not want to get laid.
This is the test. He's like, let's see how into it Leah really is.
And Leah is really hungry. Again, very bold, very hungry. She's like, chicken and beer? I'm down, bitches.
I just want to say, because it came to me, the cowboy boots kind of reminded me of Ted Mosby
Oh.
pulling them off.
Well, Garrett was not
No, someone needed to pull them
pulling
off.
Someone has to pull them off of Garrett.
I just made that joke before you did. Listen, Teresa, please. So I wish Garrick wanted to go change. He doesn't. Leah wants to go change, which leaves Danielle and Garrick alone to talk. Mm-hmm. They have some talking to do because Danielle is a little nervous about calling Roberta. I don't know if we said they want to FaceTime Roberta now that the three of them are together.
Yes, but Danielle is a little savage. I think she knows exactly that Roberta hates this whole thing.
Oh yeah, but think about it, because I was trying to put myself in Garrick's cowboy boots. No, I was trying to put myself in their shoes, and even if it was just your three friends hanging out in LA together, and you were in another state or another country, you would feel left out.
I feel like, okay, I'm going through this right now for several reasons. So, again, guys, we're talking to you from the past, right? I am still home with COVID, right? It's the time that one of my best friends has her bachelorette party in Czech that I couldn't attend. It's also a time one of my American best friends having her baby shower I couldn't attend. And I feel left out out of two events I wanted to go to.
Yeah, and you're not trying to bang.
I feel that.
You're not trying to bang any of them.
No, but still, feeling left out, it's a sad feeling.
Yeah. So Roberta, I think that is what she is feeling. But Danielle says, well, we'll call her and we'll all chat. And Leah comes back in and they FaceTime Roberta. And Leah, as we said before, she's very positive. Mm-hmm. She's got good energy, good vibes. And she's forward and says, nice to meet you, Roberta.
Yes. But she also told us prior to this call that she tried talking to Roberta, just like texting. Roberta apparently never asks her about anything specific, doesn't ask her about her kid. Basically seems like she just doesn't want her being part of the relationship. And I think Roberta is selfish when it comes to this whole thing because, as I said on the previous podcast, I think she's there for Garrick. She's not there for Danielle.
I agree.
And she's definitely not there for Leah.
No.
Right? And so this whole thing is just no for her. She's playing cool, but she's going to break down in a little bit.
Well, Leah says, nice to see you. Roberta doesn't respond. And Garrick's like, well, she said, nice to see you. And Roberta's like, oh. And we learn Roberta doesn't speak fluent English.
So as many of the 90-dayers do, they whip out the phone translator.
Right. The old
that's
faithful.
the worst.
The old
That's
faithful
the worst.
translator. And so Danielle's like, we're excited to all get to know each other. And Roberta's like, yeah.
But she's crying while
Yeah.
she's saying that.
She starts to cry. And I'm not built for a plural relationship, but I don't think a lot of these people are built for plural relationships either. And we've hinted at it or straight out and flat out said it. We think Roberta is just here for Garrick.
Oh, yeah.
And those tears kind of say it all.
Mm-hmm.
They say, I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what's happening here. I just want my man. And her man, he starts crying.
Yes, and Danielle reads the room and she just says, "Oh, Sister Leah, why don't we just step outside?" And I feel like it's almost the fact that she has Leah there empowers her because she's not acting jealous. She's like, "I'm just gonna give you a minute, Leah. Let's go." And I get why she wants Leah or anyone in the relationship to have this support. Because if there was no Leah, again, she was reading the room, she would need to step away by herself.
Right. And not only does she have this support in Leah, but they leave. And now they've created this sense of mystery. Now Garrick is sitting inside going, well, what's happening outside?
Yeah,
What's happening?
absolutely.
What am I missing out on?
But
So
he's
they have a little power.
Yeah. He's crying, he's emotional, he's talking one-on-one to Roberta. And here is what I thought. I think Garrick is more into Roberta than Leah and Danielle combined because he's like, "You're so special, baby. All of her babies should be special, Garrick. Why is she so special? Because she she plays the victim." And I feel like, I don't think you're that way. I feel like you wouldn't like if I was being a baby about shit and play the victim. I think you like that I can take care of myself and you, right? But I think a lot of guys enjoy when the lady plays the victim and she's this innocent tiny bird that fell out of the nest and the mom took off and I was like, oh, there's a tiny bird I have to take care of.
Right, he can swoop in.
Yeah, and I think he loves that shit.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I think, again, it's a monogamous relationship mixed in to a plural relationship because, I think Garrick has his eyes on this new shiny object, which I think has been Roberta, and maybe now it will be Leah. But Roberta's definitely got her eyes on Garrick. She says, "Oh, you're my king." He
doesn't seem to be that into Leah as he seemed to be into Roberta. Let's be honest.
Well, because didn't Danielle find Leah?
Yeah, but also Leah is a self-sufficient woman.
Right.
She's bold.
Yeah.
She is empowered. She's like, dude, I can take care of myself. She doesn't need Garrick.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So outside, Leah and Danielle are talking, and Leah, again, she's got a good head on her shoulders.
I like Leah.
Yeah, she's like, I feel kind of guilty spending so much time with Garrick and Danielle because I know Roberta doesn't get to spend that time, right? Leah is built for a plural relationship.
Yes, absolutely. But in the same time, she says, me and Roberta, if this whole thing is going to work, me and Roberta need to iron out our relationship.
100%. Everyone does. Everyone needs to be on good terms with everyone else.
Yes, but I feel like Garrick and Roberta are crossing some lines because she's like, "You're my king," and he said, "You're my queen." He doesn't say, "You're one of my queens."
Exactly.
He
That's
should
what I'm
have
saying.
said, "You are one." If he said, "You're one of my queens," I would be like, "Yes, plural." Saying you're my queen. What about Danielle and Leah?
No, it's a monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
Being mixed into a plural relationship.
Yeah. He should be the king because there is no one else, right? But he should have been one of the queens.
I agree. It's a messy situation. I hope Roberta makes it over. I want to see them all interact.
I know. And then Garrick says, he's like, "I love your heart."
Oh boy.
What the fuck is that? Like, do you love her or you... I think he does love her. you don't say it just yet. So you just say, I love your heart. Like, it's like when you and I were dating, we loved each other, but we didn't feel like saying it yet. So we were just like, I like you so much. Like, so silly. Like, literally saying I love you without saying it, right? Is that what he's doing?
I don't know.
He's like, I love your heart. I'm like, oh, Gary.
You complete me.
Ew.
Anything else with them?
No, I think we covered it all. I hope they keep Leah.
Yeah, she's fun. She's
Yeah,
a
totally.
firecracker.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
New family alert. The Epps family.
Taryn, Marcus, and India, right?
Yes, Orlando, Florida.
Yes. Woohoo!
Sunshine State.
Yes. Okay. Taryn is the wife, and India is the fiance.
Yes, and they've been living this plural lifestyle for the last 2 years.
Yes.
Marcus thinks it's going great. Taryn and India just sit there and smile when he says that. So we'll let you decide how to interpret those smiles.
I think they are okay with the relationship as is. I don't think they're too happy about seeking a new sister wife.
That's probably the truth. Let's talk a little bit about how they all came to be, because
Yes.
Marcus and Taryn, they met in college, and they didn't just meet in the quad on a sunny Saturday after the football game. No, Marcus was banging another girl, and I don't know, in my mind, I picture Marcus just banging this girl and then looking over onto this girl's desk and seeing a photo of her with another girl, and Marcus
Why are you
being
even picturing that?
Marcus being like, who's that? And he spots Taryn
Yes.
in a photo of this girl he's banging, and he's like, well, that's who I want to be banging. So within 5 months of seeing her photo, he ends up taking Taryn's virginity.
Yes. Taryn's flower.
Takes Taryn's flower. So then we learn that Marcus is an elected official
In his hometown in Ohio.
in Ohio. And so he spends time between states, flies back and forth between Ohio and Florida. And I guess when a man is traveling this much, maybe he gets lonely. So he starts cheating on Taryn. And he ended up cheating on her with about 5 to 10 women. Obviously, Taryn's not going to be too happy about this. And so after 12 years of marriage, Taryn takes their daughter and moves out. So what's a single Marcus to do? He starts hitting the bars downtown, where one night he meets India.
Yes. So he meets India, 30 years old, gorgeous, right? And as India tells us, she's not that attracted to tall guys. So it works out because Marcus is also on the shorter side.
Yes, another man with Napoleon syndrome, I would say, compensating with multiple wives.
I guess.
So Taryn ends up being gone for a year.
A little over a year, yeah.
This whole time, Marcus is with India.
And they get engaged.
They get engaged. And during this time, Taryn starts to miss Marcus for whatever reason and starts thinking about reconciling the marriage.
And this is where it gets interesting. Marcus does want to be with Taryn, but he doesn't want to give up India.
Yes.
And so he introduces the idea of polygamy to Taryn.
Yes. And at first, Taryn was like, oh, F that for real. I think that was her quote. But then she met India and she liked India.
Yes.
And so she thought maybe this idea of a plural marriage isn't such a bad idea.
And India actually felt the same. She first felt like, fuck this, I'm not sharing my man.
Yes.
But after meeting Taryn, she kind of wrapped her mind around this.
Yeah. So everyone was on board with it. And we learn a little bit about the sleeping arrangements.
They alternate the nights.
There are no orgies, according to them. Much to Marcus's dismay, I am sure. Because that's the thing. You think about it. A guy, he may want multiple wives and he may want them at separate times on certain nights, but I'm sure once in a while he wants them all at once. Right?
Well, we don't know what happens
We don't
behind
know,
closed doors.
But I would have to imagine if you like them separately, wouldn't they be better together? Wouldn't that be the strawberry shortcake analogy?
I feel like that's up to the wives.
It's up to everyone. Everyone should have equal say here.
Yes. But what we know is that there's some kids involved.
Oh, yes.
So Taryn and Marcus, they have a 9-year-old daughter, Keelan.
Yes, or Kylan.
Kylan, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But Marcus has he has a son, Tristan, who's 15 and lives with them, but that's not it. Tristan's best friend, JB,
Oh, yeah.
who's 16, also lives with them.
Full house. Shout out Danny Tanner. Yeah. And so Marcus, he's not slowing down. He tells everyone, I'm going to be going on a date with Benny. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's getting crowded in here.
Very crowded. He knows Benny for the past, 12 to 13 years.
Yes.
But Benny lives in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes.
She's a hairstylist.
Has her own salon.
She has a 5-year-old son.
And a 5-year-old son.
Yes.
Getting more crowded by the minute here.
Very crowded. So Marcus is very open. He's telling the kids about it, and they all fine with it, especially JB. He's like, yeah, very cool, as long as I can live here.
Yep. But that's not the only person Marcus is dating. Benny is one of many. He really wants to make sure he's finding the right sister wife.
He's literally doing what he was doing before, dating 5 to 10 women.
But now just everyone is aware of what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. Now he's allowed.
Yeah, now he's just put a name to it. He hasn't changed anything.
Yes.
He's just gotten everyone else to change the way they feel about it. Oh, Marcus.
Well, this is going to be interesting. But I think there's going to be a lot of drama because Taryn and India are okay with the way it is now. They had a hard time. They're fine now. I don't think they would want to add another person into the mix.
We'll see.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be back with the Foley family, one of our favorite families. So we'll be back in a second. And we're back.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Teresa.
All right.
Have you given any more thought to the sister-wife situation?
No.
Should have taken a longer break.
All right. Let's talk about the Foley family. Eastern Texas, we have Brenda and we have Steve.
Did you say Eastern Texas?
Yeah.
Is it Eastern or is it Houston, Texas?
No, it's Eastern.
Oh.
They're not saying the exact location.
Oh, because they were talking about a Houston, Jersey when they were talking about when they all met. So I thought.
They say they relocated from Dallas, but they didn't say where.
Okay, well then this plays into my whole theory even more then. Is Steve in the CIA or something? Because when he talks about his job, he's like, broadly speaking, I'm in aerospace sales. Like, why are we speaking broadly? Why are we not telling me what town
I
you're
think if
from?
he was an agent, he would not be on this ridiculous show.
Fair point. But everything is a little mysterious with him.
Well, maybe his job doesn't want him to really say that he works for them. They don't want to be involved in this show. I don't know.
Broadly speaking. Yeah.
Wow.
Another concerning thing, Brenda calls Steve daddy, apparently.
I
Did you
didn't
pick up on that?
it, but that's concerning for
Yeah,
sure.
because they're walking up. We see them going up to this house that they're building. And Brenda's like, oh, daddy. I'm like, ah.
Well, it's a special house for a polygamous family,
Yes.
which means, I guess, an extra bedroom.
I guess there's got
Maybe connected bedrooms. I don't know.
a soundproof bedroom.
Maybe.
Something specific to plural relationships. But they're checking out this new home and they're talking about April, who is the sister wife that they're courting. And Steve and Brenda are on board. They like the idea of April.
But I think Steve likes the idea of April a little more because Brenda isn't sure if she's the right fit.
Of course.
Yeah, just yet. So that's why they're not going to ask her to move in just yet. They've been dating for 3 months.
Things move fast in plural relationships.
Very fast.
Okay. This was one of my favorite scenes.
The date night.
Oh my gosh. So it's a new day, and Steve, Brenda, and April, they're heading to a winery for a date.
For April, this is the definition of being in a plural relationship. All of them hanging out, having a good time together.
Was this April's 21st birthday party or something?
I think it was.
Because, yes, she looks young, but also they all walked in with gift bags. Did you notice that? It's like, what's good? This is definitely April's 21st birthday. And
Or
they're
maybe
taking her out
Steve
to drink.
was treating the ladies.
Oh, and shopping with them or something?
Oh, who knows? That's what I thought. But yes, you can tell how young Brenda is because every lady, when you hit certain age, you love wine. No matter what, you just love wine.
Yeah.
Brenda, when I was 21, I didn't love wine that much.
Wait, so you're talking about April, not Brenda.
Oh, April, yes.
Yeah.
April doesn't love this wine tasting.
We can't keep 'em straight.
She loves the idea, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't love the wine. Brenda, however, she loves her wine.
Well, Brenda-
and I can relate.
Brenda needs something stronger.
Oh, yeah.
I think to get through this scene. So Steve and Brenda, they're talking to the camera. They're talking about intimacy. And they're like, it doesn't happen until it's a serious relationship. We don't get intimate until things are serious. And the producer goes, have you guys had sex?
Oh, yeah.
Steve's
Steve
like-
banged April.
I've been intimate with April and Brenda. If looks could kill, the look Brenda gave was seriously going, we should have gone to a tequila distillery or something. This wine is not strong enough to deal with this information.
And like you can tell that Brenda is drinking a little faster because she's dropping her cheese into her wine. April's loving it. She's laughing, having her best time, almost fell down the chair.
This whole date was so uncomfortable. It looked like a mother and a father bringing their daughter out
Yes.
to a winery
Yes.
for the first time. I'm telling you, there's something incestual or familial going on here.
And I
that
think
Steve
if
is
you
into.
were the waitress or waitress and you were watching them thinking, oh, look at this cute family just taking their daughter out. Oh, they're going outside to look at the sun. Wait, why is the mom coming back inside? Or why is the dad kissing the daughter?
Why are their dad and daughter making out right
Because
now?
that's exactly what happened. They went outside. The sun was setting down. Brenda was a little cold.
And how good is this? Brenda gets cold, and so Steve takes his jacket off to give it to her. And this is such a good plural relationship test because what if both wives are cold? There's only one jacket,
Just go inside.
but who gets the jacket? That's
No
such
one,
a,
just go inside.
But that's such a. But I want to see the sunset. This is beautiful. I'm cold. No, I'm cold. No, I'm cold. Who gets the jacket?
I don't know.
That's
Probably
the
Steve
test.
should keep it on.
That's the test. So Brenda, she does. She goes inside. April gets the jacket, and
No, Brenda had the jacket and went inside.
goes inside. So then it's April and Steve, and it is so awkward. It looks like two teenagers on a first date, just rubbing each other like, oh, I want to kiss, but I don't know how to make the move.
And meanwhile, Brenda's inside just chugging her wine.
She's like, fuck these glasses. Where's the bottle? Can someone get me the bottle? Enough of these tasting glasses. Where's the bottle?
Oh my gosh. And Steve says that he loves April. He
Yes.
loves April.
Not enough to have her move into that home yet.
And because also Brenda's a little jealous. And she
jealous.
hopes that Steve won't stop loving her. Here comes the jealousy.
Yeah, there's a reason Brenda looks older than her age, and it's not the Texas sun.
No.
It's the Texas stress. Everything
It's
is
the
bigger.
Texas ladies.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And that stress is getting to her.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. One of our favorite, if not our favorite,
I think it
the
might be.
Davis family, Aurora, Colorado, April, Nick, and Jennifer.
So we pick up where we left off. Nick is on his date with Danielle.
Yes. Danielle's nervous.
Can I say this? Danielle looks so much better in her interview
Oh my gosh.
than her date look.
So much better.
Her
I know.
date look with the glitter eyeshadow and the crimpy bangs.
She looks older than she is.
in the date look.
Yes.
She looks cheaper than she is. She looks cute in her interview when she looks cute.
Yeah.
The date look was so not good.
No.
But yes, they're on their date and she tells the camera, I could see myself committing to this arrangement for the rest of my life. Yeah, for sure.
She's nervous because it's the first one-on-one with Nick, right?
But what she says cracks me up because she's giving her interview and she goes, you know, I did see a different future for myself before. You know, I thought maybe college.
Roommates.
Maybe roommates. But sure, why not? Why not join the Davis family?
Oh my gosh. I mean, she can still go to college because she better go to college because she'll need to contribute to Nick's fund.
Unless she just gets homeschooled by Nick. Nick could be her professor.
So you think April and Jennifer would be taking care of Danielle and Nick?
Yes, until she graduates the school of Nick, and then she can go get a job and provide for the family for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so she's happy. She's liking where they're at. Her only concern is her insecurity. She wants to feel like she's secure in the relationship.
And that's why I said on the previous podcast that she has the right attitude because she says her relationship with Nick is equally as important as her relationship with April and Jennifer. And I'm glad she said it because that's true. That's the right attitude to go into this crazy thing with.
If you're living in a home with 3 other people, you better be on good terms with all 3 of those people.
For sure.
And Nick understands it. He's like, yeah, even for me, it took adjustment. Seeing April and Jennifer take to you the way they did, the attention that they gave you. He goes, it's supposed to be on me. And that kind of irked me a little bit.
What do you mean?
He goes, Nick tells Danielle, oh yeah, like I understand you being unsure about your place and you feeling secure because when I saw the girls give you attention, it made me uncomfortable because that attention is supposed to be on me. Like it's all about him. It's so
of course,
but it's
he's
so
the king.
but it's so crazy how open and honest about that. He's not pretending like, oh yeah, we're all equals. He's like, all of your attention is supposed to be on me.
Because he's a thinker.
That's all he
That's
does.
all he does. He thinks.
But he didn't even wrap.
He overthinks.
But he didn't even wrap this into some smooth analogy. He just came out and said,
he's a thinker. He's a philosopher in a way.
Yeah. So the date ends, and we learned on the first episode that there's boundaries and Nick can control himself.
There are no boundaries.
But there's no rules.
Oh, no rules.
There's no rules, but that's because they think Nick can create boundaries and control himself. He ends up inviting Danielle back to the house.
And she wants to have sex with Nick.
Oh, bad.
Oh, yeah.
She wants it bad. And Nick tells the camera, I'm taking Danielle back to the bedroom tonight for a little one-on-one time.
And, okay, they get home, and Jennifer and April are, like, chatting and drinking wine. They are actually excited about Danielle. And that's what I believe these two actually being excited. Because they said, yeah, it's great that they're going to take the bedroom. Me and April are going to stay in the guest room just to give them some time. Like, they don't sound jealous.
They
really don't.
They don't sound
the
jealous.
Only couple, crazy, big, what's the couple? Thruple?
Yeah.
That I believe that they all are into this.
I would be curious to know because I don't buy it. I don't think they are okay with it as much as you think they are. I see jealousy in their eyes. But I wonder if they've got a little side action going on that Nick doesn't know about.
You think so?
Nick's out there dating. He's with Danielle. He's getting burgers and fries. Well, maybe April. Maybe she's sneaking out after work and going out with whoever.
Who knows?
But
I believe that so far for me, these guys are all in it. I don't know about Danielle, but the 3 of them are all equally in it.
In terms of
no jealousy, just they all accept the relationship.
Even Nick just admitted he got jealous. Nick was like, when I saw the girls giving you attention, I was like, why aren't they giving me attention? Well, he's even jealous. Come on.
But I don't think the ladies. I think the ladies are cool with it.
And what do you think? Where do you think that comes from? Just the fact that they value sisterhood as much as a husband, or
yes. And also they've been living like this for the past 5 years. I think if there was any jealousy, and I believe there was, they worked it out.
What are they getting out of this relationship?
Nick.
But what is that?
Nick. It's Nick.
Just entertainment?
Just Nick.
Just the entertainment of Nick?
Yeah, just having
Just getting
Nick.
to hear him talk?
And April said it. She's like, not everyone has a Nick in their life.
That's for sure.
So they have.
Not everyone's got
Nick.
that 10th place trophy.
They get Nick.
Because I can kind of understand it for some other of these families. Oh, they're very successful. I can live in a better house or have a friend and a sister wife. But for Nick, they're just going to work for him. They admit that their house isn't even big enough for all of them.
Living their best life, especially Nick.
Nick is living his best life.
Yeah.
One
Nick
sister wife
is
at
the
a
king
time.
of this whole show.
I love Nick. He's the best. He's so entertaining. That's it, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Short but sweet.
Yeah. And we see like Nick really pays attention to them because before he goes off with Danielle, he kisses April and he kisses Jennifer. I'm telling you, they all are just like, yes,
Yeah.
let's get this going.
I'm telling you, though, it's like a tattoo. You get one, you want a second, you
But
want a third.
again, I think the ladies are on board.
It's going to multiply. It's going to keep multiplying.
Well, I'm excited to see what's next.
I don't know if Danielle knows what she's getting herself into.
I don't think so either.
She's
We'll
so
see.
young. And unlike Leah,
She can't even pronounce it.
she can barely say the word. But Leo, she's been in a polygamous relationship. Her parents were in it. She gets it. She knows what
Yes.
she's getting into. Danielle is so young. She's like, well, for me it was college or the Davis family. So I think the Davis family sounds better. I don't think she knows what she's signing up for. I'll be very curious to see if she sticks with this. You think she will?
I don't know.
You think-
But I feel like her attitude is right. It's the only thing
Her
why I
attitude
say-
is YOLO.
Yes.
Do you
it's
YOLO
college,
a plural relationship?
college or this family.
Yeah, where she's like, I could have gotten a roommate or I could have got 3. She's YOLOing a plural relationship.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Absolutely. All right. That's it for this episode.
That's it.
As we said at the top of the show, we have one more Seeking Sister Wife episode 3 coming to the free feed. And then it's up to you. If you want to join us on Patreon, we will continue the season over there. We're working on getting a video component, so you can choose the audio component. Hopefully you'll be able to choose the video component.
Yes.
We're also going to hopefully throw up a bonus episode of who knows what on Patreon. We got to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. We're going to let you guys know on the podcast. We'll also let you guys know on Instagram. So make sure you're following us on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. Message us there. Let us know, what would you guys want on Patreon? What would you like to see? Also, make sure you're following the podcast. Okay, wherever you're listening, it's so easy to do. Look down, smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as an Airbnb backyard.
You really love that Airbnb.
I do.
All right.
I thought it was nice.
It was a nice Airbnb. So you're smashing it, you're following it. One last thing, if you haven't left a review, please, if you could, it means the world.
Yes, it
To us.
sure does.
It helps us. It helps us get out there. It lets us know what you guys are thinking. So please, if you haven't left a review, if you could, we really appreciate it. All right. That is it. I've said it all.
I've said it all.
All right. That means we have both said it all. We will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.